Hey you guys, it's your girl Kim. Welcome back to my channel. It has been a hot minute since I have uploaded a video, almost like 3 weeks, a month. I've been gone for quite some time from YouTube because I got a job and it's full-time. I work 40 hours a week, so every 2 weeks I work like 80 hours. So your girl's just been working and she's been tired, and that's all there is to it. That's why I haven't uploaded. I was trying to upload like once a week, and then when I started this job I was just like in the zone of working. But anyway, I have a video for you guys today, and it is going to be a full face of Morphe products. So everything that I'm going to be doing my makeup with is from Morphe. I pretty much bought everything online, so I put a big order in on Morphe.com, from foundation up to highlight. Only thing that I'm seeing that I do not have is primer, Morphe primer, or a Morphe like setting powder or some type of powder. Everything else from A to Z, minus the 2 things I don't have, is going to be from Morphe. So this is going to be exciting. This is the first video that I'm doing ever that is a full face of a single brand, you know what I mean? So it's gonna be pretty cool. I'm just gonna like show you guys some of the stuff that I got from Morphe. Continuous setting spray. I've never used it, never purchased it before. This is my first time, so I wanted to get my hands on this. And then for foundation, I have the Morphe, what is this? The Morphe Fluidity Full Coverage Foundation. I actually have 2 shades. I did a video a while back when the foundation first came out, and I got it in the shade F2.30, which was way too dark. I went on Morphe and bought a lighter shade. This is F1.70. So I've used this already once, a little while ago as well, maybe like a month ago, and it is like a shade too light for me, but I think maybe if I mix the two I'll get like a match. I don't know. Also, this foundation is super full coverage, super matte, and I know this because I've used this foundation before, and because it's winter right now still, my skin is very dry. Like, it is dry as heck. So I've been trying to use more like hydrating foundations. The 2 that I have right now are new foundations that I just purchased as well. I have the Maybelline Fit Me Smooth and Dewy foundation. It looks like this. And then the other one I have is the L'Oreal True Match foundation that looks like this. I may just use these Morphe foundations for the sake of the video because, like I said, it's supposed to be a full face Morphe. I just, you know, washed my face and moisturized, so hopefully, you know, this looks good. But just a heads up, I may end up using one of these instead. We'll see. We'll see when we get there. Okay, moving on. For concealer, I have the Morphe concealers. I don't know what they're called. They just say Morphe on them. Yeah, so I have 2 different shades. One is C1.55 and then the second one is C1.25. So this is the concealers from Morphe. For bronzer, I have the Morphe Glamour Bronze Face and Body Bronzer that looks like this. I got it in the shade, what shade is this? Oh, Icon. Shade Icon. So I went ahead and got it. It's never been opened. This is something that I've purchased. It's like Christmas all over again. We're gonna go for the blush. So I have this from Morphe as well. This is Blushing Babes Pop of Peach. It's a blush palette. I like peachier blushes more than I like pink blushes. So this is what I went with. It looks like this. And then when you open it, it has a mirror in it. It has a little protectant there. And then these are the shades that you're getting. I really like these 2 right here. This one here, it looks like it's going to be a little bit too dark for me to use as a blush. It looks a little shimmery, so I'll probably still stay away from that one. That one's called Influencer, so I might not use that one. But yeah, that's the blush that I'll be using for today. Next thing, moving right along, is highlighter. So this is what I got to use as highlight today. It is the Morphe High Impact Highlighter in the shade Extra. And this is pretty, the stuff that I'm unboxing right now is stuff that I purchased to be able to do this video. Everything else I had, like the foundations and the concealers, I already had on hand. Everything else I'm showing you is freshly out the packaging. It's going to be hard to pick up, but it's like a yellow peach. That's what we're using for highlighter today. The next thing that I have here is the eyeshadow palette. I got the Morphe 9G eyeshadow palette. It is I think it's a 12 pan. Oh no, it's 9 shades. So it's 9 shades in this palette. I wanted to get a smaller. I know Morphe has like those big eyeshadow palettes, but I didn't want to get a big eyeshadow palette this time. I wanted to get one of the smaller ones. So this only has 9 eyeshadows in it, and it's the 9G. It's called Oh My Gorge. And I believe this one only had like 3 or 4 matte eyeshadows in it, and the rest of the shades in this palette were shimmer. But the reason that I got this is because I really like the color story of this palette. Kind of got my attention. Sounds like there's a loose eyeshadow pan in here. Oh, it was just this. This was making a noise. My eyeshadows are perfectly fine, thank the Lord. But yeah, this is what it looks like. It has a nice mirror in it. Everything has a mirror, and it's a really good quality mirror in all of the stuff. So these two at the bottom are matte, and then this cream shade is a matte, but everything else in the palette is a shimmer. And I don't know, I just kind of liked like the green, the shimmer green, the shimmery like gold yellow, and then plumish, like the shimmery plum purples. I don't know, I like the shimmers in this really, so we'll see what kind of look we come up with. I'm gonna use these bottom shades. This one's called Hot Glam, which is that yellow shimmer shade, and then for the matte shades, this one's called Poise, and then this other one is called Headshot. So yeah, that's my eyeshadow palette. And then for lipstick, lip liner, and lip gloss, I got a little set that they had available on Morphe.com. It is called the Out and About Nude Pink Lip Set. I think this was curated by Lipstick Nick. Yeah. So Lipstick Nick is like a makeup artist, and she curated some lip kits. So this one's a nude pink, and like I said, it comes with a lip liner, a lipstick, and a lip gloss. Here is the Morphe lip liner, and it's in the shade Backseat Love. The lipstick is called Wifey, right? Yeah, lipstick is called Wifey. This is what it looks like. Oh, you know what? I also have Morphe lipsticks. I have like 2 of them already. I totally forgot. I'm just remembering that I have some Morphe lipsticks already on hand, but it's okay. The more the merrier. So this is what Morphe packaging looks like, and then this is the lipstick. So it's a nude pink, so pretty cute. And then for lip gloss, I have the shade Pop, P-O-P, Pop. Also, another thing that I don't have besides primer or powder from Morphe is lashes. I think Morphe does have lashes, but I just didn't purchase lashes. And the last thing that I purchased isn't a Morphe product, but Morphe sells it on their website, just like the setting spray. I've always been curious to get my hands on this product as well, and I will be using it in this video, even though it's not made by Morphe. It's just that Morphe sells it on their website. But this is the P. Louise Base 2. I've seen a lot of people using this, and I just want to use it for myself, you know what I mean? And I had got it in the shade, what shade did I get it? I think it's called Rumor 2, number 2. It looks like when you take it out. Okay, so yeah, that's everything that I'm going to be using in today's video. I am excited to use all these products. Most of them are new, just purchased, so I can't wait to have a full face of Morphe on my face. And it's also been like a month since I've done my makeup at all. I went to go get my eyebrows just today before I started to film this video, so my eyebrows are freshly done. So I haven't done makeup in like a month, so I feel like I don't know what the hell I'm doing right now. I will figure it out. It cannot be that bad. Also, besides getting a new job and stuff, I have been sick, which sucks because being sick and starting a new job is just not the ideal situation. And I'm a little better. Actually, I'm like pretty much 100% better, but like my throat is still a little sore. So I have some tea right here to help while I do all this talking in the video. Okay, let me throw away all these empty boxes, meaning I'm just going to throw them off to the side. And I think also Morphe has like brow products, but I didn't purchase brow products. Damn, I didn't get I'm missing a lot of stuff still. So it's about like a 85 to 95% full face makeup, not exactly like 100% full face of Morphe, but that's okay. Okay, so first things first, I'm gonna go ahead and fill in my brows. I'm gonna go ahead and use my brow pencil from NYX. I'm just taking a spoolie, brushing my eyebrow hairs up, then I go in with my brow pencil after using the spoolie and, you know, lightly fill in some of my sparse areas that I have. Concealer to do, actually no, not concealer, we're gonna go into this here, which I'm actually excited to be using all of this, but this included. I'm gonna just do like, I'm gonna just do like a little bit first, and if I need more I'll add more, but I just don't know like how intense this is going to be. It's a little thick, but it spreads really good. So okay. Oh my god, yeah, that little dot went a long way, so you really don't need a lot, so that's good. That means it'll last a very long time. I also have a Morphe sponge, the red Morphe sponge, so I'm going to be using this. Kind of lightly go over that P. Louise base. You guys know I love to do eyeshadow first before I do my face makeup, so we're going to go ahead and move right into our eyeshadow palette, which looks like this. And I do believe I'm going to go in with these shades down here. But I don't know, I really do like this green here. Well, let me just do a couple swatches. So the first one I'm going to do is called Strut, which is like this shimmery green shade. The next one is called Hot Glam. And then some of the matte shades. This one's called Poise. I do have to say, the matte shades from Morphe, super pigmented. So this one's Poise. And then the next one is called Headshot. Yep, I'm going to do that bottom row. So I'm going to do Hot Glam, Poise, Headshot. So I'm going to go in with my Morphe M412. And I'm going to go in with this shade up in the corner, which is called Filter. It's like a matte cream shade. I'm going to go ahead and use that to set this P. Louise base. Although, I don't think people set that P. Louise base, but I like to set. That's just part of my process when it comes to eyeshadow. That's just what like I like to do. I'm going to continue to do that, you know. So with Filter, I'm taking it all the way from the brow bone to the eyes. P. Louise base is picking up the pigment like really good. Like you can kind of even see the shade. Usually if I hadn't used that P. Louise base, you wouldn't be able to tell that I had the shade Filter on right now. But I feel like the P. Louise definitely helps grab pigment. You know what I mean? Yeah, look, you can definitely tell that there's a shade on that lid. I think P. Louise base is going to be really good for like maybe some drugstore eyeshadow that doesn't have like that pigment that sometimes you would want out of it. I think if you use P. Louise base under that, it would like really help grab that pigment. But anyway, so far so good. I like Morphe eyeshadows. They're pretty pigmented, like decently, where I'm like happy with it, and you know, they blend out really well. So I'm gonna switch over to a Morphe E17 brush, and then the next shade I'm gonna go in with is, it's gonna be Poise. We're gonna go ahead and put that in the crease. The pigment of these, like the pigment, that's all I can say. The pigment. No, but really, like this P. Louise base, it grabs the pigment so fucking strong. Like, oh my god, this would be so good to use with drugstore eyeshadows that aren't like pigmented as much, and like you really wish they would be more pigmented. Like this is what you need in your life. I use the Morphe E17 to kind of lay down Poise, and then I'll go back in with the Morphe E4112 to blend around the edges of that. I always go between like brushes when it comes to blending. I feel like that's how you get a better blend. When you go in over that eyeshadow with a clean brush, or the brush that has the lightest eyeshadow on it that you used. Hey, I am liking where we're going. I'm liking this. So I'm going to switch over back to the E17 and I'm going to go in with Poise again and do this side. Even though I do have to, you know, take my time on this side, I still enjoy it. I enjoy it a lot more than I did in the beginning. In the beginning, I would just like hate it. I would hate it to the point where like, okay, I did one eye, it looks bomb as fuck, but I really don't want to finish my makeup because this eye is just so hard for me, like, you know. But yeah, now it's just like, I don't know, I enjoy it. It does take me longer and stuff, and it takes me even longer because I'm talking and making a video and trying to show you guys everything. But like, as long as you're enjoying it, it doesn't like, that's really all that matters. You know, you're doing it for yourself, not for nobody else. I think I'm going to end up going in with one of the other foundations, the drugstore foundations, the Maybelline or the L'Oreal, and then the Morphe. I don't know, you guys, I really want to use those foundations rather than the Morphe foundations, just because of how dry my skin has been, you know. Oh my god, I really have to decide on that, because I'm about to get to that in a little bit, so. The one thing that I was afraid of when I was using the P. Louise base is that it would grab so much of the pigment in that one spot that it would make it hard to blend it out and get like that nice gradient effect in between like eyeshadows, because of how much it would stick in the one spot you would place it, right? And I felt like people were overhyping it, the whole like that whole situation. I feel like people were really overhyping it, but it actually does not affect your blend at all. It gives you the blend, just like if you would get if you were using concealer. So that's freaking awesome. So it doesn't affect the blending of the eyeshadow, it just gives you way more pigment payoff, like for sure. I instantly could tell. And then the next shade is Headshot, and that's going to be like my outer corner, like my outer lid shade. So I'm gonna take a Morphe 578 M578, which is another Morphe brush. I'm gonna take Headshot. Or should I cut my crease first? Okay, so I'm gonna do a half cut crease first, and then I'll go in with Headshot. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my P. Louise base and do a half cut crease and go in with Headshot with the Morphe M578. And I'm just going to use this to kind of, like I said, place the eyeshadow first. So I'm gonna like pack it on and then blend it. Then I'm gonna take a like round flat brush, like a medium sized, preferably something like a M124, and I'm gonna take Hot Glam, which is like that shimmer yellow shade, and put it over the P. Louise base. I'm gonna go ahead and after I put on the first layer, the second layer, I'm going to take more and spritz it with my continuous setting spray. We're done with the eyeshadow. That took a hot minute. Eyeshadow always takes me the longest compared to everything else because, like I said, I like to be, first of all, there's a couple of reasons. One, my favorite part about the whole process is eyeshadow, so I spend all my time and all my energy in the eyeshadow. Number two, just because this eye is a little bit more hooded than my other eye, I have to be a little bit more patient and a little bit more slow with it. This is what we're looking like. It's not fully done, but it's to a point where I can move on away from eyeshadow because I still have the whole rest of my face to do. So like I said, I didn't purchase any primers off of Morphe for foundation, so I'm going to use whatever primers I have already. I think I'm going to go ahead and use the Benefit Professional. This is a mini. I like to put my primers in my T-zone, so I don't need a lot of primer. Just a little dab of primer and then apply it in my T-zone, which would be like on the forehead, maybe in between the brows, a little bit on the sides of the nose, and then like right here by my pores. Maybe on my chin too. Just whatever is left over. And yeah, I only like to put my primer in the T-zone because in the T-zone is where I get oily. And most of my primers are pore filling, oil controlling. So that's why I like to do primer in the T-zone. Everywhere else, I'm dry. So yes, I have combo skin. So like I'm oily in the summer and then dry in the winter, so it's a struggle. Okay, after primer, we're gonna go ahead and do foundation. So like I said, I have two different shades of foundation. One is a shade too light, and this one's like 2 to 3 shades too dark. So I think I'm gonna mix a little bit of the darker into my light shade to kind of get like some type of match. Hopefully that works. I've never mixed foundations before, so wish your girl some luck. I'm gonna go ahead and start with the lighter foundation. This is the Fluidity Full Coverage Foundation from Morphe in the shade F7.70. I just put like a nice little amount on the back of my hand of that. And then I'm going to go ahead and mix in a little bit of the darker shade into that. Just a little itty bit, and see if I need to add more. I guess I'm going to mix it with my hand. I don't think that did much, so I'm going to add a little. Oh, that should be enough. I think that was a little too much. Mixing foundations is not my thing. Okay. Okay, I got it a little darker. Yeah, I think that's too dark. See, I suck at this. This is why I don't really mix. Just a tad bit more of the lighter one. Just a little bit. Alright, and then I'm just going to take my hand and apply. Okay, this might not actually work. We'll see. And you have to work fast because this shit dries down. Like this Fluidity foundation, you're gonna be fucked if you don't work fast. So with that being said, I'm going to just like spread it out on my face with a like foundation flat brush. My Morphe sponge. Maybe I'm trying to make this foundation work by mixing these shades because one's too light, one's way too dark. Does that look crazy? Yeah. What you can do also, if it's setting too quick for you, take your setting spray and spritz your face real quick. And then that should help kind of bring moisture back into it so that you can continue to move it around. Dude, this is so hard. It is like a hard ass sponge. I could literally get a black eye with this. So I'm taking whatever is left on my flat foundation brush, putting it around the nose because I didn't put anything around the nose. Not like a really light, like medium, not light, scratch that, medium coverage, but I can still see some stuff poking through. So I'm going to go ahead and like go back in those areas and build up coverage. So I need to mix more on the back of my hand. Go over my cheeks. Yeah, I always need more coverage on my cheek areas because like I get most of my acne or my breakouts around the cheek, the blush highlight bronzer area. So if all my scars and stuff are right there. So I'm just gonna go ahead and blend. Again, spraying the face if something is getting a little too matte on you or drying down too fast. Add some setting spray because that shit really just helped a lot. Go ahead and take some concealer under my eyes. It's also like a matte concealer. I just only want to brighten a really small area, which is right up under my eyes. I don't need concealer everywhere else. Some people like concealer everywhere else. I do not. So I'm gonna take my sponge here. So I'm gonna go back in with some of the foundation. Whatever's left, and kind of mix it in there so it's not so like harsh, like of a different shade, you know. I don't want to set my face because it's already so matte, but I have powder, bronzer, blush, and highlight, and so I kind of need to set at least those areas so that it doesn't pick up the foundation and gets, you know, really splotchy and all that ugly shit. So let me see if I can find a powder. I have a Laura Mercier like mini, and I'm like out. I have very little left, so I'm gonna use whatever I have left. Just like I said, I'm just gonna set under the eyes and the cheek area for blush, bronzer, and highlight, and then under the eyes so I don't crease. The bronzer I picked from why am I going blank? From Morphe. This is the Morphe bronzer. It's called Glamour Bronze. This is in the shade Icon. What I'm about to do next could be a really huge big mistake, but I'm gonna try and nose contour with the bronzer. Maybe I shouldn't contour my nose with the bronzer. I should contour my nose with a contour powder. But I don't know, for whatever reason, I'm just gonna use the bronzer to kind of slightly, very lightly try to contour my nose a little. It's just not gonna work. Yeah, don't do that shit. Alright, we're gonna just forget that I did that. Like, just forget that I did that, you guys. And I'm gonna move on to lips because I'm tired of seeing my lips. I'm tired of seeing them like this. So like, I got a lip set, as I said in the beginning of the video. So I'm gonna start with the lip liner, which is called Love Seat. So we're gonna go ahead and line our lips with Love Seat. And then for lipstick, it was called Wifey. So I'm gonna apply this to my lips. Not just specifically Morphe, but just with lipsticks overall, no matter what brand they are. I get this line on the bottom lip, on my bottom lip, and it's like a butthole situation. I don't know what I need to do for that not to happen, but can someone leave me some tips in the comment section or something? How do I get rid of that line? How do I make it so it's not there? Like, usually lip gloss helps. I like pile on the lip gloss right there in the middle, but then like once the lip gloss comes off, it's back again, like it doesn't go nowhere. So is there something that I can do, or is there nothing that I can do about it? I don't know. And I'm happy that my eye makeup matches the lipstick. I didn't plan, like I didn't even think about making sure that things went together, so I'm happy it worked out. Like, so we need to do some blush, right? I have a blush like trio here, and it's more of a peach blush, like right? I think I'm going to go ahead and use the middle shade here, and it's called Creator. And I'm going to use that for blush. Oh my god, the blush put everything in perspective. Everything just looks so good right now. I'm kind of so happy about my full face of Morphe. Even the foundation, y'all. The foundation, like I said, I've been really dry these past few months because of winter, and this foundation is super matte, like you wouldn't believe it. And it actually looks really good. It didn't cling on to any of the dryness that I have, but like I said, I've been really moisturizing my skin really well, and I also used the setting mist. So for highlighter, I got this highlighter from Morphe. Obviously this whole thing is Morphe. It's in the shade Extra. We're gonna go ahead and highlight, but before I highlight, I'm gonna go ahead and give myself another spritz of this setting spray because it's just so awesome. Like, I should have bought 2 of these, and they have like special edition ones that have like cool design on the can. I should have got one of those as well. And it's like such a fine mist. Look what I got. I don't know whose this belongs to, but one day when I came home from my boyfriend's house, I found it on the table, like in the kitchen table. And so I just took it. I think it's my mom's though, but now it's mine. Okay. Okay, so for highlighter, I'm going to go in with my highlighting brush from Morphe. It is the Morphe M510. This is what I use to highlight. Oh my god. Dude, I look amazing. And put some highlight on the tip of my nose. Even though I contoured my nose with that bronzer, I mean, you get used to it. The only thing I can't get used to though is up right here on the bridge. Too warm, like right there. But everywhere else it looks good. Still don't recommend to contour your nose with a bronzer. That's like a hell no. I don't know why I did that. I just wanted to, like I said, trial and error. You learn things from just doing things like what I just did, you know? That, at least that's how I learned. Pretty much my face is done. I just have to put on lashes and maybe put my hair down and give you guys the full effect. And yeah, and yay, we're done. We're fucking done. I'm happy to be done. Okay, you guys, so I'm gonna put on my lashes. I'm using Ardell lashes number 113. That's what I think these are wispies, so I'm gonna be using wispy lashes from Ardell. I'm gonna apply my lashes and then I'll be right back. Okay, see you guys soon. Okay guys, I'm back. I put on my lashes. I put a little bit of like black liquid liner to kind of, you know, hide my lash band. It might be a little off, my liquid liner, just a little bit, but I did the best that I can. So this is how everything is looking. The skin, feel like it oxidized a little, or maybe it's just like a little bit too dark, you can tell. But overall, I really, guys, hope you like how my makeup came out. I hope you guys like how my makeup came out, because I'm actually like so in love with this makeup. Like, and yeah, it's all really good. Like I said, Morphe is a really good brand if you want to step up from a drugstore and you want to step up a little bit out of drugstore makeup. Definitely check out Morphe. They have really good makeup brushes and everything you need from A to Z, and it's affordable too. So yeah, I highly recommend Morphe to you guys. It's a good brand. I mean, I don't know what else to say. Like, they do have a lot of collaboration palettes. They do collab with a lot of like people and stuff like that. So I mean, yeah, it's really good. And like I said, I really like my makeup. My skin looks really good. My eyeshadow came out really nice. The lipstick looks really good. And yeah, my highlight is popping. And yeah, you guys, I hope you guys liked this video. It was good seeing you guys, being back with the new video for you guys. Stay tuned for the next one because it's coming soon. I already know what I'm gonna film, but I'm not gonna tell you what it is, but I already know what it's going to be. Can't wait to film the next video. Not sure when that's going to be up. My uploading schedule is a little, it's just not going to be consistent at the moment like it was before with the once a week videos. I'm just right now just trying to upload when I can, you know. So if you like this video, if you like the way my makeup came out, if you're also a Morphe lover, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. And if you're new here, hey, my name is Kimberly. Welcome to my channel. If you're not already, go ahead and subscribe so I can see you back here in the next video. Alright, you guys, see you next time. Bye.